kindly thank you, Charles Dickens, for your fine introduction. Are you ready for a cultural evening? I like to have a very educational level for you first. My impression of a man whose name is Professor Hogarth Remorse, who is a bird lover, an ornithologist. And he comes before the Royal Ornithological Society of Great Britain once every 25 years, and he delivers of himself of a lecture, which I'm sure will interest all you good people. It's called With a Bird. Colleagues of the Royal Academy of Ornithology, before I go into my main proper with a bird, might I say how overwhelmed I am to address so august and distinguished a body. As a matter of fact, I'm glad to address anybody. And before I go into the subject at hand of with a bird, might we take extension to the previous speaker, Professor Block. That the gehackte Lose seine Fluten hat geschleudert einen guten Bird of out New Zealand, if you's a call while mating, birds make, you know, of no fish. Or the man I love. That is a canard. That is an untrue. I have spent some 25 years perched behind the truck of New Zealand, watching this most peculiar of birds. And once in particular, I noticed the great male of the species flying gracefully through the air thus. Suddenly the great male looked down and noticed for the first time the female of the species. Taking a huge sweep, the great male lighted at the feet of the female, the while rubbing his beak together with hers, driving the female agog. And issuing a call to note the difference of thus. Let me alone! And after my mate DC proper of wither birds, what are we going to do with them? They ain't got no home. They ain't got no body. What are we going to do with them? I have interviewed countless of our fellow friends, and to a bird they have all agreed that the most practical conclusion to this problem would be that birds, all birds, must at all times fly together, they must beat together, they must flock together, and above all, at all times, they must together. And now I'd like to do for my impression of Queen Victoria. Very popular in England. And now I'd like to a most non-realistic impression, but it does bear the seal of the Good Housekeeping magazine. My impression of the great poet, philosopher, educator, and lover, Mr. James Durante in E flat. I will be assisted by Ray Block and his Bussard. So I goes into this dentist's office, and there's a guy sitting in the chair. And I noticed that one side of his mouth is perfect, but on the other side I noticed that he's got 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, the whole tooth, 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, whole tooth, 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, the whole tooth, 1 tooth. So I goes up to him and I said, I don't understand. One side of your mouth is perfect, but on the other side, I noticed that you got 1 tooth, a half tooth, no tooth, whole tooth, 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, the whole tooth, 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, the whole tooth, 1 tooth. So he said to me, it is true, Umbriago, that one side of my mouth is perfect, but then on the other side, I've got 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, whole tooth, 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, the whole tooth, 1 tooth, half tooth, no tooth, the whole tooth, 1 tooth. Cavity, 1 tooth, half tooth. Don't beating the child over the head. And I goes over to him and I says, stop beating that child. And he said to me, I beat him because I want it. So I said to him, how can you beat a child that small? And he said to me, because he bothers me. I said, how can a child that small bother me? I said, yes. She said, no. I said, yes. She said, no. I said, yes. She said, yes. So I said to this young lady, meet me 20 minutes in Hayden's Planetarium and bring loads of rye bread. When she sticks around for some 20 months, when in walks her husband, a stargazer, unannounced. Naturally, I'm a disappointed boy. A top hat, milk white tie, and my tails. And they starts to strut away. It's a fadeaway. So these two cockroaches are speaking to each other. And one says to the other, I just come from a kitchen that's so disinfected, sanitary, and clean. And the other one said, please, not while I'm eating. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. In the days of vaudeville and vaudeville, I was walking along the Rue de la Paix.